And I'm thinking, we need a little music.
Music.
A little music.
Whatever would your selection be?
I know a tune that everyone loves to hear. This is for you, Elwood. For you to feel a little better about your Colts. There's always next year. Some change may be happening. Tony Dungy may retire. Maybe some youth drafted in the NFL draft.
We're no strangers to love.
Elwood,
You know the rules.
our good
and
friend.
So do I.
This is for you.
That's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling.
And you're getting an extra because Felix is
Gotta
singing
make
it to you.
Understand, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Very good pun by the Iceman. The Colts got rolled.
Yup.
Very good pun.
Yep. They should have piped it through the speakers at the end of that game.
Good pun, Iceman. Give yourself some applause on that one. That was a good one. That is awesome. That is awesome. Good pun, Iceman. Iceman always comes through with some good stuff. He really does.
Absolutely.
Well, we did talk about the Chargers, and they will get set to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers next week in the divisional round. Baltimore will get set to take on Tennessee, which should be a very classic smash-mouth game when it comes to the Ravens and the Titans. But looking at that San Diego-Pittsburgh game, San Diego got very hot at the end of the season.
Yep.
Was basically in playoff mode for a month to win the division and then win this playoff game to advance to the next round.
By playoff mode, you mean they had to win every single game
Pretty
and
much.
hope that Denver collapsed.
Kind of like a run like what the Giants pulled off last year in their Super Bowl run. Now, I'm not going to say that's what the Chargers are going to do, but something similar to that. Here's the thing, though. You're going up against a team who has been in playoff mode since September with their schedule.
Yes, indeed.
Referring to the Pittsburgh Steelers, who went 12-4, and oh, by the way, had what everyone was saying was the toughest schedule in 2008
Statistically, it was.
to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I
So
mean,
it sets up a very good game. Now, obviously, the big question mark is the health of Ben Roethlisberger, who, if you remember, was carted off after taking a hellacious hit from Willie McGinnis and Cordell Jackson, where Roethlisberger's head got ran into the ground where he got stretchered off. But it is a concussion. I guess it's supposed to be a game-time decision.
he's had a
but-
week to clear the bats from the belfry.
But
I think he's going to be fine.
Yeah, he'll play. He definitely will play. But, it sets up a very interesting and intriguing game between the Chargers and the Steelers.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, the Steelers have made their whole season around defense. And good luck running either LT with his torn tendon or Darren Sproles through that defense. Because that defense has it all. And after watching, I'm sure that the Steelers were watching what happened in San Diego this past weekend. They're going to game plan for Darren Sproles, and Troy Polamalu is going to tee off on that guy. I don't care how small and elusive he is.
Yeah, Polamalu is a different breed. He and Ed Reed are probably the two best safeties in the NFL today.
He is the
I don't-
reincarnation of Jimmy Superfly Snuka, man.
I don't-
He just...
I don't mean to go off topic here, but the Ustream chat room, the buzzers
Yes.
in the chat room, they are vicious. They're egging Elwood to call in.
I see that. I think they want him to get rickrolled again.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think they just want to hear it one more time.
one more time.
But I'm not going to sing it this time, though, because it takes something away from the experience.
Well, the first time you were singing it, you were right on cue.
Well, thank you.
You do have the Rick Astley trench coat, by the way.
I don't have it with me tonight, though.
No, not with you.
Yeah,
But you
unfortunately.
do have one.
If I had it with me, then you'd have to put me on cam.
Yeah.
And then I'd have to do the dance.
Yeah, which, by the way, one of the Ustreamers wanted the camera on you for a little bit.
Yeah, well, we don't want the camera to break, so.
Ah, come on.
We don't want to do that.
I mean, granted, it's not Ray Malaluga going up and bumping and grinding on Aaron Andrews.
No, it certainly isn't. It certainly isn't. I got more game than that dude any day of the week.
Hickabilly.
Yeah, not so much.
Hickabilly in our chat rooms chanting, L. Wood, L. Wood. Oh, I love this. This is awesome. Oh, man. At least he's taking it like a sport, though. He's taking it like a sport.
Yes, and he's giving as good as he gets. The only thing is he's giving it back to you.
Yeah, and I didn't do anything. I didn't hex the Colts to lose. I predicted they were going to lose because San Diego's their kryptonite, but I didn't cause them to lose. That was the fact they just couldn't play defense that night.
And we're more than willing to enjoy the fact that they lost. We didn't cause them to lose.
No, not at all. But we were talking about San Diego and Pittsburgh, though. And,
yes.
I believe these two teams, if I recall correctly, I'm going to go back and check my laptop here, but I think these two teams had played during the regular season. I'm trying to look it up.
The thing is, I'm not worried about Pittsburgh's defensive ability to handle San Diego. I'm really not. I am concerned about their ability to score points consistently.
Right. That's the game where Polamalu had returned a fumble back for a touchdown, and they actually took it off the next day and screwed up the Vegas numbers. That's that game.
Yes.
But yes, and Sunday, November 16th, San Diego traveled to Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh came away with 11-10 win over the Chargers. So that was basically that game which sparked Pittsburgh to go on a ridiculous winning streak in the meat of their schedule, was a game against the Chargers. So San Diego right there already has some motivation because that was a game where they were in it the whole time, were about ready to pull off the upset, but a Polamalu recovery on a fumble, returning it in the end zone for a touchdown, but no one wanted to give them the points, and they couldn't fault Ed Hockley on it either.
I totally blew that call. In fact, it wasn't even close, but don't worry, I'll penalize the other team for no good reason in the second half to even things up.
So these two